All right, welcome everyone. In today's analysis, we are breaking down an absolute thriller. We're doing a definitive deep dive into a monumental World Cup clash, specifically how Brazil managed to overcome Japan on the world's biggest stage. So let's jump right into this and unpack exactly what went down on the pitch.
2026, the stakes for this tournament literally could not be higher. Every single pass, every tackle, and every little tactical decision in this specific World Cup cycle carries immense weight. It's an unforgiving proving ground for anyone eyeing that trophy. The pressure on these squads is totally unmatched. It demands absolute perfection right from the opening whistle.
And talk about a classic clash of footballing identities. On one side, you had Brazil, the historic giants, right? A team with a legacy of sheer dominance. And facing off against them, Japan, a relentless, highly disciplined, and incredibly formidable force. The anticipation leading up to this fixture was absolutely electric. Both of these nations were just desperate to advance and cement their spot in the knockout stages.
So, what actually happened? Well, when the final whistle blew, Brazil took it, 2-1. And honestly, that narrow margin tells the real story of the match. This wasn't a runaway victory by any stretch of the imagination. It was a gritty, hard-fought battle where literally every single moment counted to secure that monumental win. Both teams were trading heavy blows, but Brazil, they just managed to find that decisive edge to push past a deeply resilient Japanese defense.
Now, behind every crucial victory, there's always a catalyst. And for Brazil, that catalyst was undeniably Casemiro. He completely shifted the narrative of the game. He operated as this massive central pillar for his squad, stepping up and taking charge exactly when his country needed him the most. The guy was an absolute engine in the midfield, breaking down attacks and instantly transitioning Brazil right back onto the front foot.
Calling his time on the pitch a brilliant performance almost feels like an understatement. It wasn't just about showing up. It was about executing flawlessly under immense, crushing pressure. His specific efforts out there were the deciding factor in locking down that victory against a really stubborn Japanese squad. Honestly, it's exactly this kind of gritty, commanding midfield presence that defines legendary World Cup runs.
Which brings us to the ultimate question, doesn't it? After grinding out this 2-1 win and really proving their mettle under pressure, who can stop Brazil in 2026? A hard-fought victory like this, fueled by such brilliant individual performances, sends a massive warning shot to the rest of the world. Thank you so much for joining me for this analysis, and we'll see you next time as the drama of 2026 continues to unfold.